Okay, so I'm back.
I do have a lag.
You do have a lag. Okay, so I'm back and Darcy's back on Skype being a mouse, and I'm gonna show the project now. We are actually starting with the project, the project after 2 hours of just chit chatting
Did
with
you do
you.
your hello? Hello?
I didn't
Did
do,
you do your tag too? Because I missed that.
no, I didn't do my tag yet. I'll do it on a break after the. Let's get going on the project, then I'll do my tag,
Uh,
and then we'll do another break, and you can do your tag if you want. But you need to do a video
okay.
tag. You should do a video tag, Dar. You have video.
I yeah, I'll do a video one separate.
Okay, I'll do my
Let's go. It's so cute.
So this was inspired by, and I wish I had the photo. I can't show you the photo, but anyway, being on the road and just the vintage motels, we love them. We're trying to figure out how to get one and make it an art commune and like have make it apartments and have art community. And we've been talking about it with our other sister for like years, and we could all retire there and just yeah, taking over a vintage motel. So with us doing the longest yard sale, I thought, oh, this, because we had talked about doing this project. Like I said, we do our projects like about a year in advance, and so it just happened to be that crepe paper ended up coming out with, oh my gosh, Jess, there is a project. Okay, what, you don't like hanging out chatting with this? So, oh my goodness, that's too funny. Susan fell asleep and woke up and saw a clean desk and thought she had missed the project. Hi, Patty. Oh my gosh, too funny. So, anyway, so when we went on the longest yard sale, I thought, oh, this would be a great project to do. So, I'll show you the project. This is the cover, and the cover is interactive, and it opens up, and it's actual. Well, first this opens, the sign comes open, and then it's an actual vintage motel. And you can put photos on the back. I'm waiting for my groove book to come in, and I can put my bigger, like our group, we did like a group photo, so I can do like bigger photos there. So you can put your photos on that side. I just haven't yet. And it's interactive. And then this flips open, and you have a road trip bingo that you can take off and play road trip bingo with. And this is Zippy, even though she didn't get to go on this trip, she will eventually get to go on. But I velcroed her down so you can play with her, and she can drive up to the motel. uh, okay, thanks, Dar. Okay, Patty's gonna be canning tomatoes. Ooh, yum. Our mom used to can stuff all the time, like pickles. Remember, she used to can and make her homemade pickles. Those were really good. From cucumbers we had out in our garden. Exactly. So anyway, so that's the cover.
That's so cute.
And so I've already decorated mine with photos from the longest yard sale. And once I get my groove book in, I'm gonna put, like, I left spaces where I could do bigger photos, some mats and things like that. And I took one of Joyce's cans and I alcohol inked it. Dar, you might win it. You could try to.
Know she can have.
I just saw that she can win it. She might win it.
She can win it.
Exactly, because we're gonna do a giveaway at the end. I need Darcy. Are you writing people's names down? Because I know Carrie left, so make sure you. Oh no, Carrie's back. So this was my packing list. This was one of the cards. Oh, by the way, this paper is called Open Road by Crate Paper, which is I can't believe that this paper line came out. That it was like perfect. Darcy called me and she's like, have you seen Crate Paper's Open Road line? Because it's perfect for your vintage motel mini. And I was like, nope, I haven't. So I went online and I ordered it immediately. And then I was like, oh, thanks. Now, now I have this paper. But anyway, I spent money on the whole set because it was just all adorable. But my packing list consists of grab your sister, 4 of your friends, all the craft supplies, a tarp for the back of the car for the haul of yard sale goodies. That was my packing list for the longest yard sale. And anyway, so I did like journaling tags and oh, let me say this. If you don't want to be seen and you were part of this trip, there are photos of you in here. So everyone is here. Am I allowed to show your photo? They're little small photos. So let me see what the answers are, because although I just saw on television on the news, I couldn't believe it. They were talking about um, one of the girl that's from the actress, I guess she uploaded photos somewhere and then she didn't read the copyright. Was it copyright or no, intellectual property rights? And she didn't realize that if she uploaded her photos that they actually became those people's intellectual property rights or something like that. So when I heard intellectual property rights, my ears perked up and I tried to listen to the whole thing. And they were talking about, like, with selfies. If you take a photo of a selfie with another person, okay, Lynn told me yes. Did Dweety leave? Because she's in these photos. So, and Lynn's in here too. Lynn and I don't think Mitzi's in here yet. But anyway, JJ already told me I could show her photos. So, but anyway, they were saying if you take a selfie, the person taking the selfie, it becomes their intellectual property. If you hand your phone to someone and they take a photo of you, it's their intellectual property, even though it's your phone and you're in the photo. The photo rights belong to the person taking the photo, which I'm like, oh my goodness, how many times do you hand your camera and say, hey, could you take a photo of, us together? So FYI, just want you to know that if somebody takes your photo, it's not it's no longer your property, it's their property. They don't even have to be a professional photographer. Just be somebody on the street. And you upload it to a link, like you upload it to Pinterest, it's actually their property and they can take it. So anyway, so that's all I'm saying. But I'm just showing I'm showing what happened. So this was my trip to Dweety's, and Darcy actually took the photo. So Darcy, this is actually your intellectual property of Dee Dee and I. And then she gave me this Coke, which I didn't drink it that night because it was late. And I didn't even see it till, like, I think I drank it on the way home, actually. It sat in my refrigerator all weekend because I never got around to drinking it. I kept forgetting I had it. And so, but I took it with me on the way home and I drank it. Yes, exactly, Carrie. It's crazy. So, anyway, so it said I turned it, and I guess there's something Coke's doing now, and it's like one for you and one for a buddy, and they're putting these things in. So she gave me the buddy Coke, which I thought was really cute. So some of these pictures are really small. I don't know if you can see them. And this was Darcy and I that I did a picture for Mom. We found 2 of these little kids' cowboy hats. When we were kids, we had those little cowboy hats, so I thought they were funny. We put them on, took a photo, and sent it to her, emailed it to Mom. And then I had some pictures from the longest yard sale. And then at night, which I'll put my thumb over, over JJ, she doesn't want me shown. But there was a meeting room for breakfast in the lobby, and so we just took it over at night. And so JJ taught Lynn and Sunset Carol how to do a watercolor Christmas card class. She had a little mini class, while Mitzi was showing us how to do the bead loom, Darcy and I. And then I put the story of my hunt for the light bright, which JJ found for me, which I was so thankful for. And then we actually went from Georgia. Here's a picture of Alabama. So here are some of the photos. And then Darcy and I went to one of the places where we went what they had all these old vintage cars. Some were repurposed, they were for sale. Some weren't done yet, refurbished, and some were refurbished. So I love this one because it would look so cute pulling Zippy, but I didn't get it. Oh, Susan, I'll tell you how I got these because it's really cool little product. And then we went to a barbecue place and I took pictures of these little girls and doing their little lemonade stands. It just reminded me of my kids and their lemonade stands that they would have. And so I thought that was really cute because I have 2 girls, and so I just thought that was really cute. And there's Carol in front of the barbecue place. And then I thought this was really funny because this is how times are changing with lawsuits and stuff. Linda, hang on, I'll tell you how I did it. And so because this is not responsible for accidents, like hand drawn, stuck on the tree. And I guess that's like a release form. I don't know how that would hold up legally, but I just thought that was really interesting. And then it has like a little bag, and I put so I would remember where I stayed. I put the little, key card in the little bag. So that's the project for the day, and we're gonna get started. And yeah, let me show you how I got those photos. So there's this product out now by Fuji Film, and it's called the Instax Share. And I actually saw a review of it on Art to the Fifth blog, which is not Ray, but oh my goodness, who's the lady? Anybody know her name? Oh, I cannot believe. So barbecue, exactly. So I can't remember her name. From Art to the Fifth. Anybody from Documented Life? Robin Marie. So I saw her do this, and so I thought this was a great idea. I love the Instax, but I didn't want to buy the Instax camera because it was just one more camera. I already have a camera, and so I didn't want to buy the Instax camera, which is really cute, and you get the instant thing. But now what they have is this Wi-Fi printer, and it's the same size as the instant camera. So you actually get, thanks Joycey, you actually get like a printer, and it works from your phone, any smartphone, which I can't use my smartphone to show you how to do it. It's so simple. So maybe I'll end up doing a YouTube. But you get 2 boxes of 10. They're kind of pricey. They're 2 boxes of 10. It's under $10. So you get 20 photos for $10. What's that? 50 cents a piece. So it is a little pricey, but for like a mini project like this, how cute is that? And just to have it instant, or you're with your friends and you take a group photo, just to instantly be able to print them out is a nice little gift. But it comes right off your phone. There's an app you upload, the Instax app, and then you click on the app. You pick your photos from your gallery on your phone, and then you can just it works off Wi-Fi. You turn on this button right here, and it'll go green. Oh, it's dead because I forgot to turn it off, I bet. So it goes green, and then you just hit print, and it'll even print on the frame part if you want to put a frame around it. I didn't. I left them all white. So it's $19.99 in Canada for film for a 2-pack, right? Not a 1-pack, because here it's 2. They come in 2 packs. They come in 1 box, but there's 2 thingies of 10. So this ran maybe 60, and you can do reprints. You can just hit this button and reprints. And I didn't buy the adapter because I knew I wanted to travel with it, so I didn't get the adapter, and it just runs off. Let me see. I believe it runs off. So I'm not saying that it's inexpensive. I'm saying that, it runs off. Oh no, it runs off these lithium batteries, which I left on. That's not good. That's not good. Whoops.
How much is the printer, Jonna?
I think the printer was like 60. So anyway, so that's one day I'll do it. It's not that it's inexpensive, but it gets your photos off your phone and off your anything that will take an app, it'll print off of. So if you have it's called the Instax Share SP1, and it's girly because it's glittery, but it's by Fujifilm. And Robin Marie, she did a great job. So if you look up Robin Marie Smith on YouTube, she's got a YouTube channel. She already did how to use it, and she takes you from the beginning to the end. I must have had mine on sale because I don't remember that price, Jeannie. I don't, yeah. So I have a Canon selfie. I have the original Canon selfie, and I still like that. Mine's not Wi-Fi, so I don't know if the new selfie is Wi-Fi. Does anybody know if the new selfie is Wi-Fi? I'm not really sure.
I think it might be Bluetooth enabled.
Okay. So this runs off its own. This is its own Wi-Fi. You don't have to have a Wi-Fi in your house. This is its own Wi-Fi. So it automatically, when it tells you when you're setting it up, and like it's this, I don't do technical stuff. So for me to be able to do this and actually print out the photos, like, is a miracle. So that's what made me happy, just because I don't print photos from my computer. I just don't, because I don't know how to resize them. I don't know how to do any of that. I don't do Photoshop. That's why, so I'm just looking for easy ways to get your photo off your phone and off your computer or off your tablet and into the books. And so that's my thing. Okay, so first I want to talk about the binding. So let's get to the project. The binding is, let me clear off all my stuff real quick. But I used the old Sizzix label die. Hang on one second, because I gotta get this stuff all back on the floor. Of course, that's my table right now. The floor. Clear my desk off. I use the old Sizzix label die, which it's called Book Plates Traditional. But I mean, everybody makes, there's like lots of stuff out there, like cutters and things like that since this. And oh, it is Wi-Fi. Okay, cool, Jess. That's good to know. So anyway, so I used these. I ended up cutting it out of and I had that here too. I cut it out of, where is that thingy? Here it is. I cut it out of this stuff, the craft text, because I knew that it was going to get a lot of wear and tear. So this is not going anywhere. This stuff is like, it's paper, but it's like, acts like leather. So what I did was really simple, and I need to do this first because they have to dry, was I took the book plate. I thought it was kind of had a little retro feel, like the square. It just kind of was a little retro looking for me, like the transom windows and that kind of thing. So that, anyway, so I took the book plate, I cut it out of craft text. The craft text, this comes by a 19-inch by 1.5 yard roll. I don't know how much it is. I can't remember because I bought it a while back. And but this is their description. You'll love this rugged paper that looks and feels like leather, but sews, cuts, and washes just like fabric. Craft text is supple yet strong enough to use for projects that get tough wear. Use it to bring an exciting new texture to your craft sewing projects, mixed media arts, and bookmaking. So that is that. No, Kathy Orta's doing a lot of the craft text on her. She's made some really cute projects using it. If you need some more ideas, because everybody bought those huge rolls, so you can go to Paper Phenomenon and see what she's done with the craft text. I know Xandra's done craft text, some kind of craft text binding. On her show, Xandra is Scraps to Beauty. Look her up because she uses it. And yeah, you can emboss it. It holds an emboss. So that makes a really cool book cover. But let me get out. And thank you, Eileen, for enabling all of us. Fine line, the people who make these fine line, they're made in the USA. These fine line applicators, they are probably going, our products are selling off the shelf. Are selling off the shelf because everybody's buying these fine liners right now because of Eileen the enabler elf. So, but anyway, so I put glossy accents in it because it's going to hold this really well. And you just fold it in half, and then because you probably wouldn't have to do double duty, but I liked the double strength, so I'm just gonna run a bead of the glossy accents in the fine liner. And you know what, Mom, don't buy these because you might be getting a set in your stocking, just saying. So anyway, I need some clamps. Where are my clamps?
Donna, Lynn said that Catherine just did a make using craft text too. And Jean did a really nice project where she made the craft text look like leather. I really liked that. So
okay, cool.
I can look those guys up too.
So I'm gonna just clamp this down while they're drying.
Now, put tack glue in it. Don't put my favorite Beacon 3-in-1 in the fine liner. It won't work either. But the quick dry, the 3M quick dry works, and I think the glossy accents too, right, Jonna? What do you have in yours?
I have glossy accents in mine right now. Yep.
Okay.
And it's great for glossy accents because you get glossy accents on anywhere and then it's shiny, you know? So that's the good thing. But it holds everything. That's why I like using the glossy accents because it really does work on everything. And it doesn't have a smell. So you're going to make 12 of these. So you can use any book plate. Any book plate template you have, just cut out a book plate. And it can be any size. As long as the book plate has, like, you know, the 2-hole deal. And I'm sure that Joycey could probably come up with something else that would be strong that you could cut this out of that acts like craft text too. If you don't have any craft text. But it's true, Eileen. I think they should give you a commission. You should have called them. Said, hey, I've got like a gazillion crafters wanting the fine lines. Or you should have just carried them. You could have had a nice little retirement fund going there. You just don't want to leave, with the glossy accents, you don't want to leave it open and not stopped up. It has like the built-in pin. So you need 12 of these because I'm doing 2 covers and 4 pages. And, oh, I don't know if I have enough clamps. And each page, so each page needs 2 book plates. And really, if you don't have a die cut or a cutting machine or anything like that, they're really not that hard to draw yourself. And I know I'm saying draw yourself, but this is like the size of a dime. So you could trace a dime and then trace something that's a rectangle and then, you know, make your own. Rectangle and a rectangle. I'm not looking. Can you use a little tag for this? Probably. I just like the open part. You could hang stuff off of it. I haven't. I have a box. I have some box somewhere. Like everything's packed up from in this room. A lot of stuff is. And I have a whole box of vintage hotel keys from when I traveled on the road when I was younger singing. And so I have like the actual funky key fobs that they used to give you. And I guess you weren't supposed to take them. So, but I have like, I have a huge bag full
Hi,
of.
Sharon. Glad you're with us, Sharon. You didn't miss a whole lot. We chatted for like 2 hours.
It just seems like a really long time since we've been here because in August we streamed from Steampunk Soiree. We didn't do a project. So just seemed like it's been a long time catching everybody up from our trips. But you know what? You don't have to think. You can sit in your pajamas and have your coffee and carry your laptop in the bathroom while you're brushing your teeth. Okay. So I'm going to set those aside to dry. They dry pretty quickly. Like, see, this one's already dry. And then they'll be ready to go. But what I decided this time was I really wanted to use things that were, and I'm going to start doing that because everybody's wanting to get rid of their stash. And to be honest with you, I know you like to see new stuff, and I'll use new stuff, but like I'm not selling this stuff. So I'm sorry about my head. I'm not selling this stuff, so it's not like I have to use stuff. I would rather use my stash because I figured out I have so much stash, and while I'm making these projects and I have to make 4 of them, I should be using my stash instead of like new product because I don't sell the new product. So I could make it out of anything. The whole thing is about just doing the project. And so anyway, but the open road, it was perfect for this. The crepe paper open road, and so I just had to do it. I had to buy it. It was speaking to me. And yeah, so that's what we're using, crepe paper open road, the open road. And okay, so I'm gonna set those aside. That's the binding while they dry, and we'll get to work on the cover, which is the sign. Okay, so we're going to work on this part, the signage part. And I decided to do, I did for the original, I did the Sea Turtle Motel. But I was looking for vintage sign ideas on the web and to try to come up with my own like sign. And I thought the flamingo one was really cute. So being that I live in Florida and Darcy likes flamingos, thought this would be really cute to do a flamingo sign. I saw a really cute one. So I just die cut a flamingo. I forgot who owns this die, who has this die cut. They're pink. And I don't know the company. If JJ's still in here, she knows the name of the company because I bought this with her. I'm sorry. Yes, another flamingo. Eileen. Flamingo alert. Flamingo alert. Sorry. I'll put him off to the side for now so you don't have to look at him. Okay, Marie. Bye, hun. We put you in the list in the drawing. If you win, I'll tweet who won if you're not in here. So maybe Eileen will win this. Won't that be nice? Won't that be nice? Only nuts have that die. Okay, so I will eventually have a pattern for this. And I did cut them out in the black and I scanned it. So I will have you can download if you have a scan and cut, you'll be able to scan and cut it, or it's also will be available as like an SVG file, so you'll be able to do that. I think I need to go to school to figure out how to do it. Do a digital, like our early ones were hand drawn because I didn't know how to draw it in anything, and so and I really feel bad putting like a hand drawn thing up there. And with the scan and cut, you really, when you do a hand drawn, it sees every little, like I did this hand drawn, and it saw where my pencil was, like right there. And so it got that little bit of a, there's like some little, like where the pencil line was when I drew it, and it's like sees it really in detail, which is great if you're doing like really fine thin lettering that you want to cut out. But yeah, so I kind of had to go back in and trim that up. So if I didn't have a hand drawn template, that you wouldn't have that. It would be digital, and then you could just do a scan and cut of it, which would be really cool. So what you need to do is you'll cut out, and I'm just going to tell you how to do it as if you had this pattern. So, because eventually I'll have it available. But what you're going to do is you're going to cut 2 arrows, one from a lightweight chipboard and one from paper. And then you're just going to glue those together. But before you glue them together, you're going to take a piece of craft text. And the part of craft text that you can use, if you do that die with the book plate, there's a piece in it that's like the perfect size for a hinge. So use the inside of that book plate, and we can use that for the hinge for this to open, okay? So, and that way it will be really super strong. You don't have to worry about how you open it. You know, you can get kind of rough with it and it'll be amazing. So, but you're going to have to use the glossy accents or really a strong adhesive with the craft text. I find glossy accents holds it down the best, to be honest with you. For some reason, it holds it down the best. I don't even know what a Pazzles is, Mickey. So we're just gonna adhere this to the arrow. And then I'm gonna glue this down with quick dry adhesive, and I have to laugh. I'm gonna get my baby wipe ready because I don't want anyone to yell at me who will remain nameless, because I know she's in here, because I'm actually going to use my finger and I will spread my glue out. So baby wipe in hand, I just don't spread my glue because you get glue on your finger and then everything sticks to your finger. That drives me crazy. Anyway, so I'm just using quick dry adhesive for this, and I'm just gonna go around the edge. I guess you could use a paintbrush, I don't know, but you have to move pretty quickly. And I'm just gonna go around the edge, and I'm spreading my glue, I just think if you smash it down and gush it, it moves it all around, but whatever. That's me. Okay. Shoot, I stuck it on the arrow. Got a little soggy arrow going here. It's okay, it's going to get covered up. So that's how you're going to put the hinge on the arrow. And I'm not only going to do that, but look what I'm getting out. Make sure it's really good and stuck down. Okay. So we'll set that aside to let that dry. And then this is a template too. The back part of the sign, which is the part that holds like the name of the hotel or motel. That's a that will be on that template also. So you'll be able to cut that out if you like that shape sign. But let me tell you, when I searched for signage, there are so many signs out there. Oh my goodness. It's like crazy. Oh, the camera moves? Shoot. How's that? Is that better? Okay, Darcy's rebooting and my camera moved, and is that better? Put a Q so I can see, because I'm trying to look at chat, but not. Does that make sense? See, I think this quick dry glue dries too fast when you smush it with your finger. I'm just saying. And then you're just gonna layer this. I haven't done paper piecing in a really long time, so this was kind of fun. And Sandra, if you're watching, thank you for my mat, chickie friend. I love it. See, look, it's already dried. It dried before I could even get it down. You gotta be fast, hence quick dry. So I'm going back to my old method, because this stuff dries super, super fast. Just maybe I moved fast enough. But see, then you get on your finger, and then you pick up your brayer, and then you got glue on your brayer, and then it's on your mat. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm really ignoring you. Donna, we cannot see what you're doing. Move the camera. Did I move it? Can you see me now? Okay, better. Oh. How'd you know I was talking about you? How'd you know I was talking about you? I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing. No, I get it. It's so that it's not, you don't have blobs underneath your paper. I totally get it. So now we're gonna layer it on. In the paper. Okay. This brick it's actually paper, and it came from, I believe it's Flea Market. I can't remember. Flea Market, is that what it was called? Something like that. It's the, oh my goodness, what's her name? Dweety knows. Hey Linda, Miss Press. That's how we roll, Eileen. Just saying. I don't know if my sister's still on Skype, if she's gone. But whatever. Gonna keep rolling. Okay, so I can't remember. But brick paper, Open Road ended up having their own brick paper. However, my cutter just didn't cut that very nice. So, Prima, I love your sander. This multi-tool thing. Just saying. Okay. So, I'm going to glue this on. Let me spread it. Let me get my wet wipe ready. And then you touch your project, and then your project's wet. So that doesn't work either. So I'm putting the brick base down. Alright. So now we're working the layers, people. Okay. Oh, she had to reboot. That's right. Let me see what's going on my phone. Am I still on Skype with her? No. She'll call me back. Okay, so then you want to position this on here. And if Happy Diane's here or not, she's going to love to know that. I didn't use stickles on this one here. I used the Perfect Liquid Pearls. But for the neon, to represent the neon lights. But on the sea turtle and the sea turtle's eyes, I did use stickles to get the little bling appearance of the neon being on. Exactly. I'm trying to get my glue rhythm rocking. Exactly, Joycey. Okay, so what I used for this one, for the Motel, was I die cut out using the one of Tim Holtz's Sizzix letter dies. But if you're good at drawing, how do you spell Motel? It was like Motel. But if you're good at drawing and you can cut them out, hey, go for it. But I just used a die cut that I had that does like a whole alphabet. And cut them out. Let me see. I used to do the background of the Motel. This part right here is just the Stampin' Up punch. I don't know what it's called. has a patent number, but it's from Stampin' Up. Oh, I didn't realize that EK Success made the Stampin' Up punches. No wonder why they're really nice. But anyway, I just noticed that. Oh my gosh, I've had this thing for years. I don't know what it's called. If anyone, yeah, or you could use stencils exactly, Joycey. They are a small alpha. They're like an inch tall. They're an inch. So this, I don't know what this one is called. I can't help you. So if you're Stampin' Up rep in here or you buy Stampin' Up stuff, maybe you'll know. But it punches that nice little retro, wonky, cute little shape. I don't, well, I got an A in geometry, but I forgot what that's called. A trapezoid? Ah, don't shoot me. Don't email me, as Dee Dee would say, if I'm wrong. I think that's what that's called. So you cut out them to back your letters with. And this is where I'm going to use my fine line. This is when this fine line thing comes in handy. For sure. Yeah, I know it's called a punch. I didn't know what the name of the punch is called, in case somebody wanted to get it from Stampin' Up. So, yeah. So, while I glue these, this is going to be like, first one went down. And then how I glue these is you want to kind of go a little to the left on the first view because you're going to put one up and one down. So I don't know if you can see that. Like one shape's going to go up and one shape's going to go down. Oh, it does? Okay, that's good. So if you have a Cricut, then cut it out. You can also just do this from a strip. It's like a 1 inch. Let me get my ruler out. I mean, and just cut a wonky. Yeah, it's 3/4 of an inch. Oh, so this must be not 3/4. How big is that? Oh, you're gonna hate me. It's like 5/8 of an inch alphabet. Yes, this is where the fine line is awesome. So, but you could just do a strip and then just cut this way, cut this way, cut this way, cut this way. You don't even need a punch, but I just did a punch because I had the punch. I lost my M. I lost my M. Seriously? Okay, I have not moved. Does anyone see the M anywhere? Oh my goodness, my M went running. Is it stuck to me? Is it on the floor? No. How could it disappear? I just had it. I just had it. Oliver, did you take my M? Did it slide under here? Oh no, that like, now we only have an hotel. Well, I guess it'd be kind of like a vintage motel. You know how they're always missing like a letter on their signage? Huh. That's crazy. And no one's helping me. Did anybody see where it went? Is it stuck to this? No. Stuck to that? Nope. It's stuck to one of these? No. That is so bizarre. What in the world? Seriously? What in the world? It is nowhere. It is nowhere. Did it go flying? I'm not that much of a heavy breather where it would just breathe off the table. Okay, I'm getting up. Is it stuck to my shirt? No. This is crazy. Oh, maybe the ruler? Oh, you're probably right. Ha! You're right. Oh my goodness. Who's the genius? Dar. Thank you. It was stuck to the ruler. That is so funny. Oh my goodness. I have not had enough coffee for this. Just saying. Just saying. Dar, you win a gold star. Bye, Carol. I'm sorry, read the chat. I was reading the chat. Ooh, she's getting a pedicure. Janet. Mickey, it's on your ruler. Okay. That's so funny. Sorry, I was looking for it. I couldn't read the chat. Okay, so we're going to stick this part down. Did I pop dot this thing? I forgot. Yes, it is pop dotted. Let me grab some pop dots. That's so funny. Oh, others said it first. I'm sorry. So I'm going to pop dot and do some layering of this thing. Of the sign. Am I working on the station? Oh, you know what? I'm going to glue these down first before they go disappearing. So the O is going to go, because one goes up and one goes down. And then the O has to go over kind of to the side. Sorry, the chat was going by, and when I looked up, I just saw Dar tell me it was on the end of my ruler. All good. Well, at least we don't have to have an hotel. And then the other one's going to go the other way. I wish I could pull up. Oh, I can pull up my photos because where we were staying in Chattanooga, there was one of these old motels, which is one of the bases that I did do the arrow from, was called the Budget Motel. I think I tweeted it. Oh, I want a steak and tater. Okay, finally Darcy's back. Are you gonna Skype me or no? I think it's because I have you on those the reason why it sounds like you get cut off is because you're on those speakers. Okay, so there's, oh wait, the L needs to be in the center. I just thought of that. No problem. Peel it off and flip it over. Peel it off and flip it over. Because it's on the end. This one goes on top, the L. So you want to definitely. Aw, happy birthday to your son. So there's that. Okay. I'm pushing them all over here and they are all together. Just saying. So let's do a couple more pop dots. So hold this down. And the reason why I'm sticking them on this thing is before I stick them on here is because I have to see, you know, you don't want to put pop dots over here or you'll see them on the other side and it's really not pop dotting anything. Got it? So, but this will be down there. And I think, and this right here needs one. And that. Like that. You are on Skype? I don't, did you call me? Because I don't hear you. Let me call. Oh, now you're on. It just came up.
No, I didn't want to call you because it won't go up. It won't show up on your phone. Remember, and then it kicks you out.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know.
Okay. I had to reboot everything, Donna. It was something with the modem, I think, but I kept getting the boot circle of death, and it would go black, and then the chat would go blank, and then the Skype would die. So yeah,
Oh,
seems like okay now.
that's awful.
I know.
Okay, so
That looks pretty.
yeah, now we had the bass rocking.
I like that shell pink.
And then we will put, we just do some placement. Close your eyes, Eileen. Flamingo alert. And then this is going to go here. Well, actually, I have to do this first. So this, I just ran through that little mini X Xyron thingy because these were really tiny. This is another Tim Holtz font. But if you have a cutter, personal cutter, or your own fonts, you can use them. These are just, it was a nice size, so it worked. And let's see. I'm just gonna lightly put them down in case I have to move them. This is permanent adhesive I'm using. I need the little pokey tool. Did you see the little cute little budget motel?
Yeah. It's kind of up on the hill, wasn't it?
No, it was on the bottom, down by, right at the bottom.
Down by where we were? Yeah, that was cute. There were some really great vintage signs up there.
I know, especially over where I had to take the car in to be fixed. Oh my goodness, there were some really cute ones we saw. There was a huge giant giraffe. And JJ kept going, I want to pull over and get that picture for Darcy UK. And then we didn't because it seemed like every time, the 2 times we went there, we were always on the wrong side of the road and there was all kinds of traffic. So we never got the picture. But we did think of her. We did think of her when we saw the 100-foot giraffe, plaster giraffe.
Jay likes your flamingo.
Oh. Yay.
Joycey says you can make the wing area fluffy on that die with the slats. Oh.
Make it fluffy.
Yeah.
Like cut them or something?
I guess. So true, Pam. I have a stamp that says that. She said when her daughter was in middle school, she was taller and skinny than her friends, and she used to say, I'm just a flamingo in a flock of pigeons.
Oh.
I think Viva Las Vegas Stamps has that stamp. I think that's where I got it. Oh, Linda White Holloway says weave fibers in the wing. Joycey says with eyelash fibers. Cute.
That would be cute. I do have some, but it's out in the garage in the bin.
It'd be cute on a card.
Oh my
like
fibers.
that.
Yeah, it would be cute. Or how about just using, I've got actual feathers. White ones I could just spray and glue them on there if you want a realistic flamingo.
Oh, Pam, that's so cute. Yeah, now her tall, skinny flamingo daughter's a model. Guess she showed them. Joy says you could weave woven embroidery floss in there too, cut up.
Okay, Joycey, I'm going to send you a bunch of these. I told you I would send you some cut out. And then you can decorate them all in different
That'd be cool.
different costumes.
Different costumes.
Different feather costumes. So I'm going to go here. Pam goes, I'm a pigeon. You know what would work really well? I never bought it when it came out. Was they had the punch alphabet. You could use that too. That would be a good size. I don't know. Somebody came out with some punch. They had all the alphabets. You punch them. I don't remember who it was, but years ago. I didn't buy them because I had the very first Sizzix thing. Whatever that one was called, the original one. It was the red one, and then you push down with the handle, which I kind of wish I had because it was really good for smashing bottle caps. When you want to smash a bottle cap. Get that skinny little leg. Okay, then I want to do this. I guess I'm going to have it come off of here. Here maybe. Or I could do it out that way. I have to put it together, see what I want to do with it. Quick Cuts made it? Yeah, Quick Cuts made one. No, I'm actually talking about like punches. They didn't, I think they were made by, let me look, some of these old ones. Like they were like this. Whoever made these old school ones, they had a whole set. They were just little thumb punches, and there was a whole set of alphabets. And you got them in like a plastic box, and they had Marvy. That was it. Yep. That was it. But I remember Quick Cuts. The Quick Cuts. Oh, Darcy, don't you have that Quick Cuts? Did I lose her?
I do. I have a squeeze, and I still use it for alphabets because it's easy, and you only have to punch out the letters you need.
Oh, I should be using black.
Uh-oh, what'd you do, Susan?
She's been sick. Did something else happen to her? I need
Something
to...
with her vagabond.
Oh. You guys are really rough on your cutting machines. I've had mine. I haven't had one issue with it. But I don't try to, I mean, I don't try to shove all kinds of crazy stuff in it too. Because I hear everybody's horror stories and I'm afraid of breaking mine.
See you in a minute, Carrie. Oh my gosh, she said she used it at a retreat, asked everyone there, no one has had a problem. Hers broke after one mistake. I'll never forget the time Laurel got some dye stuck in hers and couldn't get it out. And then I think her brother fixed it.
Oh, he did?
Mm-hmm. But we were coming up with all these ideas like, put it in the freezer.
Oh my
Put
God.
oil on it, like to try to get the dye and the shim and the whatever in there to come back out. She couldn't get it back out. Oh, it was terrible.
Oh no.
Yeah. It was a really good Ustream. It all happened live.
Oh.
Poor thing.
I know. Poor Laurel. Fun for you guys, but poor her.
Dar's brother. Oh, that's right. She doesn't have a brother. What was I thinking? Dar's brother fixed it for her. Oh, that was so sweet.
Oh, like she actually brought it to Dar?
I guess, did she actually bring it to you, Dar? Is that what happened? That's so nice. Her brother fixed it for her. Yeah, he like took it apart and then put it back together. She did end up with a second one. Yeah. Because she didn't know. I don't think she knew at that time. And she just wrote to them and said, you know, she had a couple things happen. Didn't she hit the button and like the power went out or something? Like it didn't work. She had a couple issues, I remember, but that one I remember was a big one. Went there 2 times to pick it up and took it back. Aw, Dora, that's so sweet. Susan said by mistake she was tired and tried to put an embossing folder through on the platform for the wafer thin die, and that's how it got stuck. That's how Susan broke hers.
Oh, okay. On the wafer thin, by mistake, put the embossing folder through on the platform for a wafer thin.
Yeah.
Is there a different one? I just stick the whole thing in there. I've not had a problem yet. Embossing folder for the wafer thin. I don't have that extra little thing that does it for a wafer thin. I just made my own shim.
Oh, I got it. Dar said one had a bad electrical connection. That was it. I remember that you'd hit the button and nothing would happen. He fixed the electrical one and the other gear was stripped. Oh, okay. But yeah, I remember her getting a new one for that because it was pretty bad. Which is that's great.
So I'm just gonna use one of these extra fine, or let me see, I might use this one, and I'm just gonna go around and outline my letters. Not all the way around, but just highlight them to kind of make them stand out a little bit. Make them look like they got a little roadside dirt on them. Hi, Gabby. Isn't this bad? I chose my Pilot over my Brad Pitt. Although these aren't really Brad Pitts because this is just a Pitt pen. Just a small one. Brad's only the brush one, the big ones. But we can't talk about him anymore because now he is betrothed. So there's that, and then I want to use, I'm loving this right now, this unit ball. I didn't even know I had it. I had to laugh because I found it in there. Sanford Unit Ball Gel Impact, the 1.0 millimeter, made in Japan. I'm loving this. This goes on so smooth. I want to see if it comes in other colors because it is the smoothest, shiniest pen. Oh my goodness. I wonder if they came out with a white in this. If they came out with a white, it'd be awesome because this thing rocks. So I'm just kind of going around the little, I'll call them tiles. I don't know what you want to call them. And it just needs to kind of just highlight. You don't have to be exact going around it. And I'm going to do like some little, like the sun hit it. We'll do some little gleaming dots. And okay, so there's that. Oh, I'm sorry. Hug. Hope you feel better. Gary. Yes, clearing your table does count. And it's awesome to have a cleared table. It is awesome. Okay, so once I finish this sign, I'm going to do a giveaway. I have a little surprise for a giveaway. A live giveaway. I want to glue this on. Oh, I need to do pen work. Forgot to get my silver back out. Do some pen work on this black. And then I'm going to put it together and I'm going to do, I did the stickles. I'm really bad about stickles because I want to touch them to see if they are dry. And then what happens is I smush them. I do that with the liquid pearls. Yeah, that's how that rolls. So there's that. And because I want to do the stickles for the neon on the lettering, and I may have to find a little tiny rhinestone to stick in the eye on the flamingo. But that's the sign so far. Darcy, box on floor and arm sweep equals a clear table. So not right. That's so not right. Okay, so let me stick this on right there. This is the gush. I'm just gushing it around. And then this paper line came out with the cutest chipboard elements. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. Let me see if I can find them. I'm going to so use this in some other projects. So look at this. Aren't these cute? Look. The little clock radio, Route 66, pay telephone.
Ah, we can go on another trip because we have more chipboard.
Exactly. The United States with made out of the license plates. This is the cutest chipboard ever. Speedometer. You are here. You know what? I did not know what this was. This little thingy. I'm like, what is this? Why are people making stamps out of this thing? This thing. This like thing. Teardrop with circle in it. So I'm going to use, let me see. I'm going to use one of the cacti on here because we're going to put there.
I did not see a single cactus in Tennessee. What's with that?
Well, this is going to be a Nevada one. This is going to be a Nevada one. Cacti. Look how cute that is. Okay.
Perfect.
I need to use my, I sewed this, Barb. I don't know if Barb left, but I made a little pouch for my baby powder so I could unsticky things. Just saying. I actually stitched this on the sewing machine because she taught me how to put the bobbin in my machine. I can actually use it. So that'll unsticky the sticky. Right? Okay. So that's our hinge. So all that's left to do is add the neon. And I'm going to do that with stickles. and I can't do that now because I want to attach it. So I'm going to take a break really quick. And thank you, Dar. Put a gator. Oh my goodness, you're so bad. Put a gator there to go after the flamingo. So hang on one second. I got to get my bingo cage down. I'm going to fill my coffee up. So go get some more coffee. And when I come back, we'll do a drawing. And I will show you what we're going to do, a little mini drawing for. And then we'll attach this to the front of the mini album. And really, the mini album goes together very quickly. It's just gluing and putting holes in. Okay, where's my BRB sign? BRB at the Flamingo Hotel. Here, Eileen, does this make you feel better? Barb. Oh, they only rent by the night. The Flamingo Motel. Shoot, I forgot my coffee cup. Coffee cuppage.
Oh, that's too funny. That reminds me of the story when I worked years ago at Verdines, and we had a team board. And in Fort Myers, they had the annual Edison of Light parade. So Verdines always had a huge float, and the team board would be on the float. So I had to make arrangements because the start of the parade and the end of the parade were in two different places. So I called a little motel downtown near the start of the parade route to see if I could rent a room. And as I'm telling her about it and talking about rates, I said, but I only need it for a couple hours. And then she was just like, what? I was like, I only need it for like a couple hours because I have these team board kids that have to change into costumes, and then, you know, we have to get on the float. It's a parade. Yeah, she didn't get it right away. And I was like, oh my gosh. I laughed so hard afterwards. It was hilarious. Yeah, I had some explaining to do. But it was all good. And we got the little motel room, and it worked out great. But it was so funny. The time.
Okay, I'm back.
I totally forgot about that story too. That's pretty funny. I did have some pretty funny things happen in that store. I had to impersonate Dolly Parton once in a company skit, and I was in the lingerie department, and I was talking to the two ladies there, you know, that would do fittings, and they worked in the department, and I told them I needed a big bra, and I said, they go, well, what size? I go, I don't know, you know. I'm like, just give me the biggest one you've got. And as I said that, our security manager was walking by the department. And I was a twig, man. I was like stick straight, and I was in my early 20s, like 22, 23, right there, 24, 23, 24. And he looks at me like, did I hear what I thought I heard? It was so embarrassing. I was like, it's for used to happen to me all the time.
I forgot the bingo cage. And now I forgot.
Or just when somebody was walking by, too. I mean, it was quiet, nobody was there. You know, I told them all about, because we had, back then they had 2 annual sales, and before the sale would start, we would have like a little employee skit, you know? And so I was singing, I rewrote the song 9 to 5 and called it Working 9 to 9 because those were our hours during the sale. And that was hilarious because afterwards somebody goes, I didn't realize Darcy had such a good figure.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Because I would wear suits all the time and I had jackets, but I didn't have my clothes. It was all enhanced by the 2 little old ladies who ran the lingerie department.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I see a 60. I think it goes up to 60. So I'll type in the word go. And when you see the word go in red, you will pick a number between 1 and 60 without going over. Whoever gets the closest will win. Oh, I guess I could show you. You might not want to play. But I'm giving away the Dynamics My Favorite Things die. It's the steel die. It's the Instagram, and it has a cute little iPhone. How cute is that? And then you can die cut the center of the iPhone out, or the iPod. And then it has like an Instax and a Polaroid and then a regular point and shoot.
That's really cute.
Isn't that cute? By My Favorite Things. And I'm also giving away, I had in honor of Zippy, had some custom Sharpie pens made. So you'll get a custom Sharpie pen saying Scrappy Camper Sisters, 2 hearts from me and Darcy on there. So you'll have your own Scrappy Camper Sisters commemorative aqua blue Sharpie pen. Just saying.
Yay!
So
that's awesome.
Isn't this cute? I didn't know you could customize your own Sharpies. I didn't. They're not inexpensive. Just saying, they're very expensive. But you know, it's cool. I thought they were cool. If you're really good at lettering, I guess you could just take a Sharpie and letter your own letters on your Sharpie. But anyway, Sharpie makes you do they allow you to do custom pens, customized pens on their website. So, okay, so that's what the prize is. And, okay, so I'm going to type. And I know we have a lag, so I will wait. Oh, I can't type. And I will pause it and pause the chat when I pick the number. Shake it all out. Ah, I got a number. But I'll wait to read it till everybody's done.
I didn't put in a number.
I'll send you a Scrappy Camper Sister pen. Maybe you'll get one in your stocking for Christmas.
Hey. What else did you get me? You got me a necklace. That was cute. And the mug. I got a mug.
Oh, that's what I'm drinking out of right now. A commemorative Scrappy Camper mug. I don't know. Oh, you can't see because I have coffee in it. I think I showed this though before, but it has our little logo on the front of it.
Okay, I think everybody's done.
Okay. Hey, Amanda. Hey, Goofmeister. Tweety's still with us. Sharon! I'm getting to
Like
see
a train
people.
wreck, remember? She just can't bear to look away.
Exactly. Okay, here we go. And the number is 52. You didn't have to have the G, just, can you see that?
Nope.
52.
52. Oh, Jeannie was 53. Shoot. Okay, now we gotta go through the 40s.
Oh, I didn't pause the chat.
Let's see.
Oh, I'm sorry, and I missed that. Show the pen closer.
56.
I'm catching up.
It's Dee Dee. Dee Dee got 46. That's the closest without going over.
Is it?
I think so.
40.
I'm looking.
Oh, yeah, there's 43. 59, 32, 41. Oh,
It's Dee Dee.
yay, Dweety! Well, if anybody can rock the Sharpie, Dweety, you definitely can. Do you have?
Can use those for her Project Life too. Those little dies are perfect.
They are. Does she have a die cut machine?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Yay! Okay. So there you go. I better put a note on it. I have something else I wanted to send her anyway, so it'll be good.
Hey,
Okay. Post-it notes are on the other side of the room. Post-it notes are on the other side of the room.
Pretty Jar goes, yay, Dee Dee, she needs another pen.
Dweety, do you have this? You don't have one of these, though.
She goes through pens quickly, though. She might need a replacement.
She doesn't have an official Scrappy Camper Sisters pen, though.
No.
She may have a lot of pens. And look at, maybe we could hang a string on it and you could just hang it on and use it as art on your wall. Use it in a collage.
You could alter it.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay. I know Dee Dee's always giving stuff away on her show, so yay. Alrighty. That's because Sherry's not in here winning everything. Because it's 3 hours earlier there. Although, Sherry, wake up! It's 9:34 in Vegas right now. Just saying. Remember Sherry was winning stuff. Who else was winning? Carol. Sunset Carol, I think, won like the first 3 times. You're welcome. Okay, so we did this part. Let's work on the motel. Forgot about the motel part. The motel part is, and I have that. I'm going to hit my light. I've got a template for that too. For the motel part. And so it's a 12 by 6 inch piece of paper that I tri-folded. But wouldn't this be cute? Just a little like moving card. How cute would that be? Or like, you know what this would be cute to do? Make a card for Laurel. Maybe I might do that because she works for a hotel. How cute would that be? So I already cut it just to spare you all. So it's just tri-folded. And then this part is cut for the pitch of the hotel. And then what I used, I got out the brick paper again and I cut a strip. And that's going to be for the brick facade. And then I'm telling you, I pulled out from my stash. The one good thing, she's probably at the casino. The one good thing about having to remove stuff from your craft room is that you see what you have. And so I got out this ancient square punch for the windows. And I made the windows from the square punch, from that square punch. So I didn't even know I had it. I found a whole drawer of old punches. I was like, oh my goodness, I have to pull these out. So you're gonna need 7 of those punched, and they're just a square. And I want to say it's 1 3/4 or something like that square, or 1 1/2. Where's my ruler? Oh yeah, that'd be cute, Joycey. How about I have my mom make me one instead of me trying to figure out how to make it? That is a weird size. It is not even 1 or 1 1/2. It is 1 3/8 of an inch of a square. That is really odd size of a punch. 1 3/8. But anyway, that's the size of that punch. So you need 7 of those. Then the door shapes. You need 5 of the door shapes, and they are 1 by 1 3/4 of an inch. And then the transom window, what I used was, I pulled out my old punches again, and I had this punch. Why I have this punch, I have no idea what I needed this rectangle shape for, but back in the day, everybody's screaming. I know it is a good thing Sherry's not here talking about 8s. No, Gay, you are not the only one who forgets what you have. So I know it's a little early for numbers. So I have this punch, but back in the day, I used to do a lot of punch art. Remember, because it was before we had die cut machines. So we do paper piecing using our punches. And one day I will find those when I'm digging out all my stuff from the garage bins that I have out there. I've got tons of punch art. I used to do tons and tons and tons of punch art because my kids were little. And so like when I did the whole Blues Clues. I did the whole Blues Clues cast using punches. And it took me forever, but my youngest daughter, she was all into Blues Clues. So anyway, so I came across the punch. I thought, oh, that would make a cute transom. So I just punched it, moved it over, like I cut a little bigger piece than this. Moved it over, and then I just trimmed around. And that's my transom window. So that's that. So that was memory lane down Punch Alley. And then I took the paper and I punched strips. I had this punch. I think I may have gotten it at a thrift store. It's EK Success because I got a bunch of punches from a thrift store. So this is, I don't know what it's called, but I thought it's like a plaid or something. I think they still make it. But I thought it was so cute for a railing. Doesn't that look like a rail? Like, look at it on here. It just looks so like a retro hotel railing. So that's what I used for the hotel railing. Just that punch. And these are the windows. That's done with a punch. And then these are the doors. Right there. And that's it. And that's easy. And then these are just 1/2 inch strips. And then I did 2 more little strips to do show the concrete sidewalk and then, the concrete sidewalk and then the pavement. So that's it.
Flamingo Motel. Eileen says it's located on Punch Alley. I think that's so clever.
Is there a real Flamingo Hotel? I think there was.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch.
Yeah. Punch Alley. Where's Punch Alley? Like you're gonna punch me for making it a Flamingo Hotel. And then what I did was I just cut these using my paper trimmer. These are the windows. This vellum. I used those. And then again, I made the letters bigger on my scan and cut. So I scanned in the alpha and then I resized it and made it bigger. You may want to use letter stencils or something like that. How old are my daughters now? They're older, but I don't want to say how old they are because it gives away my age. Just saying. Oh, thanks, Darcy. Just tell everybody.
I
No,
know. Didn't put it on the recording though.
the youngest one's not that age.
Oh.
There's a 4-year difference between the two. So, oh, you lost chat? Yeah, I did it on the Brother Scan and Cut. Which it's very user friendly. I don't have to use my computer because remember, I told you I'm going to get stuff that I don't have to use computer programs. Some people out there are like geniuses with their computer programs. And thank you, Susan. I was really young, very young when I had children.
We're not.
Like, what's it called? Ripley's Believe It or Not Young for having kids. Just saying.
Actually, she looks younger now than when she had them.
Doesn't everybody? Kids age you. Just, I'm just.
But then she looked really old when they were teenagers, and then she got young again.
Oh my gosh, you're so funny. Because you don't worry.
I'm just joking.
So, okay, so that's all I use for punches to make the parts. And yes, I love my scan and cut. I did not have exactly, Eileen. How'd you guess? I did not have yeah, I don't have an issue with my scan and cut. It works great. I love it. And I'm having a blast with it. Now, if I could just I haven't really gone in and tried to use the software, which is where my issue is with getting you guys the templates, because I could do it a lot better that way. And also using some kind of software. So, but I did them on here because I wanted to, oh, I didn't trim the top. I'm pulling a Darcy right now. I'm going to trim it after I glue it down.
Oh, yeah, I saw other people use that technique since then. It's catching on.
I just think it's funny. She calls it a technique. Oh my gosh. Ah, where is I need my wet wipe. Wet wipe.
Way to go. Everything you don't do like the way normal people do, you just call a technique and then you get away with it.
No matter what it is.
No matter what, yeah. And then you can write a book because they're your techniques and nobody can claim they were theirs.
Oh my gosh.
Nobody would claim they were theirs. I would never tell anybody to do that.
Like your embossing technique. That'll go in the book.
That's going in the book.
That's going in the book. And also not only the embossing technique, but how to melt stuff for removal using your heat tool.
And that's going in too. Yes, you did, Barb.
Well, see, there you go. And they were already trained. Too funny. Okay, so yeah, this is Darcy's technique. You glue it down and then you trim it. No measuring involved.
I don't like to stress about stuff like that, you know?
I got you.
But you know what? I'll tell you the things that you do. Okay, and you guys know this. You know that you are closet technique crafters. The things that you do when you're crafting by yourself and making something you would not do on Ustream in front of people.
Oh my goodness.
Seriously, like mismeasure, cut the same piece 5 times, fold it, score it in the wrong place. I mean, come on. The truth is out.
What are you talking about? Everyone's perfect.
Yeah.
It all goes together right away.
Score it upside down, score it on the wrong side. Hey, Sandra. Sandra's here.
Hey, Z! Sandra!
Eileen, I'm just bringing that to the light. That's all I do. Just bring those techniques to the light.
I need a gray. Okay, so I'm gonna do the roof line, and I need my paper trimmer. This is.
Oh, Zandra, everyone was saying how much they liked that craft mat that you gave Jonna.
Yes. Recognize it? I'm loving it. So I'm just going to cut a little 1/2 inch strip for the roof line. Okay, actually, shut your ears. Anybody who doesn't like, I think I'm going to cut it at 3/8 of an inch. No, not 3/8. What's under it? If it's not a 1/2 inch, yeah, 3/8. So you're going to cut 2 of those. Is that that?
Donna's making a vintage Motel mini album.
Oh, who's asking? Oh, here you go. Here you go, Zandra.
It has our road trip pictures from the longest yard sale in it.
So this is that's the front of the motel, and then it has the motel, comes open.
I need to get your pictures too. I didn't take very many. And JJ, I think, sent us hers.
Why is Dar snoring? And then it has like a little camper you can drive up to the motel in. So that's the cover, and then yeah, it has a little interactive spot with the little road trip bingo you can play if you want. And yeah, that's it. This was from the longest yard sale. Girl weekend getaway. So I'm working on the motel part right now. And this is the roof overhang.
Those old cars were cool at that one spot.
They were, I know.
They
and I'm gonna do
old cars, you guys, that were some were restored and some weren't. And we took pictures of them. And this one, it was a small town, and like the whole little town right there was part of the yard sale. It's fun.
I'm gonna do the Darcy technique because I don't want to measure.
Oh, good one.
So is anybody arting, doing any fun art today, or are we all just it's still in our PJs hanging out? Hopefully Eileen's not in her PJs because it's almost 1 o'clock here.
I'm going to be still unpacking my steampunk soiree and my yard sale stuff.
Right?
Oh, yeah, well, I'm trying to organize the craft area at the same time, so I didn't want to take it all out and then have to figure out where to put it when I hadn't made that space yet. But I got a bunch of free boxes at work that they've been saving up for me, so it's working out great.
Oh, that's good.
Boxing stuff up.
So I'm going to put the sidewalk in. I'm not looking at chat if anybody's talking to me.
No, let's see. Linda's arting along.
Yay.
Carrie did a little organizing. Carrie, why can't you, me, and Paula get on a hangout and do our organizing? That's what we need to do. Barb's working on a life book lesson. Good for you, Barb.
Good. See?
Tracy's trying to art, she said. We probably keep distracting her. Oh my goodness, Sandy. See Sandy shopping for her mixed media class. They gave her 30 kids.
What? Wow.
I got an idea for you, Sandy. Junk journals. Start saving that mail.
Oh,
You can start saving that mail.
Yeah, that's true. Didn't you do those with somebody? Or no?
So,
Didn't you?
no.
Oh, you didn't?
Me?
Yeah.
No, but my girls want to have another scrapbooking class at work.
Oh, they did. For like Christmas presents or?
I think we're going to do cards. We might just try to knock some cards out. I don't know. They're so cute.
Have any of them come on the stream?
Nope. Oh, come on here? No, they'll look at the recording. The one has 2 toddlers, so she's not watching a whole lot of Easter. But she reads our blog and she comes in and looks at the recordings. Yeah.
Oh, I wonder what her name is. Maybe I've seen her on the vlog.
I'll ask her. Well, we want to come up for the Ranger sale if they have it again this year. That's my next kind of hoping. And then after that's the camping trip. I need to rent a stick truck or something, Donna, and practice before I go down there.
Really? Oh shoot, I just cut that at a half inch.
Yeah, something vintage with a big steering wheel and, no power steering and no clutch or whatever. I don't know. Whatever they have.
Oh my
There
gosh.
must be some old farmer around here in Georgia that would let me drive his truck safely, like in a field.
Oh my gosh, too funny. I thought I cut that at 3/8 of an inch. What? It's supposed to be wider than 3/8 of an inch. That's too.
No, we don't, Sandra. Remember we went through this last year? Oh my gosh, it was like weeks of waiting to find out when. I don't need anything. I still haven't even used up all the stuff I got in the other 2 sales I went to. Other 2 Ranger sales.
I've used my color washes a little bit. The stuff that you brought me back. And I've used I think you brought me Claudine helmets.
Oh yeah, I did go through my medium. I used my medium and I used the washes and the distress stains. But I bought a lot of colored ink pads. I don't know what made me think I stamp in color because I hardly ever do.
Oh, that's right. You got me some of those, the sepia and you got me like aged mahogany or something like, or something.
Yeah, the archival though, those are nice.
Yeah, the archival ones. I haven't even, they're still in plastic. I haven't even used them.
No, I use those. You used almost all the glue stick?
I didn't get any glue stick.
I heard that, who was it in here? Was it Lucy? Somebody said to put your glue sticks in the freezer. I don't know.
What am I doing? I'm so measuring this wrong.
Idea or not. I thought about that. I got a whole big box of them. I think I have the combo one because I don't like running out and then I have to go out and get one and then it's not as good. But
Sherry,
I'm concerned that they would dry out.
Viva Las Vegas.
Uh-oh, Sherry got bankrupted. Whoops.
Too funny. Okay, how many times have I cut this strip and it's still wrong? I need a different paper trimmer because I can't, the lines on this are, I don't think they're right. I think I need to go this way.
I'm telling you what, the only one that works for me is that Whiskers one.
There's the 1/2. There's the 3/8 of an inch.
I'm already.
Sure, you're just in time for 3/8 of an inch. Because I'm measuring from the wrong side, and I think I was doing. Oh shoot, slid. I think I did millimeters.
Okay, wait a minute. Jonna's brought it to the light too, because she's cut this strip like 3 times. See, this is what happens in real life. Real life crafting.
This is what happens.
We were talking about how, like, you try to be perfect when you're on YouTube and, like, all the stuff that you do when nobody's watching. Like this.
Like cutting a 3/8 of an inch, and that is not cutting it. I've cut this like 8 times. What in the world?
Eileen says 24, but I'll go with 8.
3/8 of an inch.
Donna, glue it down and then trim it.
No, you can't trim one long strip.
From the top? No.
I gotta find. Do I have a piece of this one?
Bye, Dee.
Bye, Dweety. I'm boring you because I'm trying to cut 3/8 of an inch 4 million times. This is.
Oh no! Hubs brought home chicken. Yum.
Ooh.
Here. Sorry, John. But I would.
I would love chicken too.
Yeah, Sherry. 8s are evil.
Now I'm on the 32s. No, I'm on 16ths.
Can't you just take one that you know is right and line it up with it and then just cut there?
I just measured it. Now the issue is that the paper, because it's sliding. That's my issue.
Yeah,
so
it's so narrow on that end. Sherry said she loved the Flamingo Hotel. Even
taping it, just slid it down the page. Just slid it. What in the world? Why am I having such an issue with this? It slid. Okay.
How did it slide out of the tape?
I don't know how it slid out of the tape.
That's crazy.
I know, right? Only me.
Only me.
Hug back.
Bye, Pam.
Bye, Pam. Everybody's giving up on watching me try to cut this piece of paper.
Eileen, not the way she's showing it. I know. Oh, that's so funny. Well, it looks like, John, are there little lines to measure 8s on that thing or no?
Yeah, I got it. There's 8s and 16ths.
Okay.
The problem was it just slid.
Oh, the paper cut sliding.
Yeah.
Eileen. Yes, you do, Eileen. It's not the paper trimmer's fault.
I know. What was up with it slid? The paper came right out from underneath the Scotch tape. That was weird.
That was weird.
I'm like, who does that? Okay, I'm going to use Darcy's technique on this one. Your technique.
What other technique are we pulling out now?
No, I'm trimming. I'm trimming.
I'm trimming.
Forget the stupid paper trimmer.
I didn't even know you were gonna ask. Actually, I like that trimmer. I borrowed her trimmer at Steampunk Soiree, and it's very nice for travel because it has the scoring blade along with the cutting blade. Just use a piece that you can hold down straight so that it doesn't slide, and you'll be fine.
I got it. Oh man. Okay. Really, it's not that difficult, people.
Oh, did you guys know Mitzi broke her foot? Mitzi, hurry.
Funny, I mean. Oh. That is funny.
Where have I been? Oh yeah, working. I gotta get caught up on all the news. Yeah, there you go, Eileen. Oh no, really? And she doesn't have power?
Oh shoot, I forgot to cut this first and I got glue.
So
I got glue on it.
Oh my gosh, we have to build a whole motel on that piece of paper.
Yeah, but it's really simple. If you remember to cut the papers before you put glue on them.
Oh, Carrie, that's terrible. 18 hours.
Really, they're only 4 inches. I could just cut them at 4 inches. But
Carrie, how long were you without power? And you did such a good job with that puppy. Did you hear about that?
no.
Our neighbor's puppy was, well, it's a golden retriever, shepherd mix, I guess.
Okay.
Really sweet, but it was tied up outside during this bad thunderstorm. And her neighbor called Carrie's husband and asked if she could bring it in. And so Carrie went, and the dog was terrified and wet, and she brought him in and got him all dried off and cuddled and spoiled him. So the
Oh.
owner got home. I know, he's so sweet. Yeah. Oh, you were out for 10 hours? Wow. I don't know if I could go longer than like coffee time. Like, oh, I could go without power for as long as it would take to get ready to make a cup of coffee. Would that be like an hour, Johanna?
Oh my gosh. But did you get to charge your phone at all? Because I saw where she had to leave getting off Twitter because she had to charge her phone.
Yeah.
Or her phone died, so. That's where those little, I always wonder why you needed those little charge packs, but that's why you need the little charge pack for sure. You know? I'm not looking up.
Oh, it died. She said her phone died eventually. Oh, good. She said her tablet was awesome, though. Well, I bet you're glad you got that. You just got that, right? Like a couple weeks ago or a week ago? Yeah, what's with that, Linda? That is just not fair. All of the town crowds around the coffee place, and she can't get in when the power's off. Hey, Linda, you should figure out how to get some kind of battery-powered coffee pot and stand out there and, have a stand.
Just get one of those startups for your car that you can plug in a plug to. I have one. You can get them at Walmart. It's an inverter, and you can plug your coffee like a small one, or you could even make French press coffee because you could put your tea kettle in it in your car, and you could stand outside Starbucks and serve coffee out of your car.
Be hilarious. Oh, Jonna, Barb said Chance is watching you.
Oh, hi, kitty, 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 kitty.
Chance.
Hi, Chance.
I know, I'm telling you, Linda. That'd be awesome.
I want a cat. What am I talking about? I have two from my neighbor.
Donna, that was really smart. Okay, so what do? You buy them at Walmart?
Yeah, it's called Startup. It's like a yellow box like this, and it's an inverter, and it goes into your it goes into like your lighter, wherever the lighter used to be. I don't know where they. Aw, see, he loves me. So you put it in your, what's that thing called? It's like where they used to have a lighter thing, but now they don't have many. Some cars do, but you put your it in there, and then on it converts the frequency or whatever that's called. I don't know. I'm not an engineer, but anyway, makes it so you can just plug in a standard thing into it, like a standard plug into it.
Cool.
And I got one because I got it like years ago before they started putting like televisions in cars and things. And I got it because I was going on a road trip, taking the girls up to Virginia. And I had like a little TV VCR. They made it with the VCR attached to like a 9-inch television. And so this was before like even DVDs. And so I bought it because someone had told me that you could plug your television in it. And I was like, that's cool. And they had it at Walmart. Cool. But let me tell you, it came in so handy during the hurricanes here for those, because we went without power for a week. And it was really handy when we had no power because I was able to, I had a small 2-burger George Foreman. It worked on that. It did that. Some things it doesn't, and it'll flip. It has like a little a fuse, and sometimes
Yeah.
it'll be too much for it. I guess you have to check it. Oh, Carrie has one. See, Carrie? And so, but I just got it at Walmart.
Hmm.
You could probably get it out of auto, like an auto place too, you know?
Yeah. You could
So,
always do a little propane boat stove, the 2 burner.
yeah, but it was really good because you could charge stuff. You know, you could charge your cell phone. You could, all the things you can't do with, you know, when you don't have power. It was nice.
Yeah.
So I used the little George Foreman on it. I used the tea kettle and did like French press coffee and run the, you know, well, I guess you could turn the radio on in your car. But it gave you at least a little bit of power to do stuff. And then
Mhm.
you could, you know,
Oh, Linda said she was 4 days without power in the last hurricane. Oh, I
wow.
know.
So I'm just putting the pavement on right now. This is the concrete sidewalk and this is the pavement piece. I should use a fine liner. What am I doing? Oh well.
Linda, can you get that Taster's Choice powdered coffee in the little packs? Because you could just, like, choke one of those down.
What?
You know, Taster's Choice makes these little portable packs of instant coffee.
Yeah, so does Starbucks makes them too.
You could just, like, choke one down, you know, without the water.
Ew. I don't think I'd be that desperate for coffee where I would want to chew up one of those. I don't know.
Ooh, Susan said her new minivan has a standard plug.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, mine actually has a lighter. It's not the lighter, but it's the lighter plug that still has it. Yeah, she wants some instant
That's so bad.
I ran out of K-cups and I was like all bummed and I didn't know what to do and I'm having like my little withdrawal and I was like, oh no, I think I got some of that instant coffee because I brought it when we were taking all these trips. But I didn't have to chug it down. I could make hot water and put it in.
Okay, I gotta trim the phone. I gotta trim this down a little bit. Okay, Darcy technique.
Suck on some beans.
You guys are so. You guys.
Jenna, doesn't Starbucks make those? Somebody makes the coffee beans that you can chew. That you can eat. You chew.
Oh yeah, who is that does that? I forgot.
It does depend how desperate. I would be desperate. I'm a Linda. No shame there.
I know, but when I know a storm's coming, like I will make like 2 pots of coffee and put them in my put them in carafes.
Yeah.
Because you could always do iced coffee if you had to. I don't like iced coffee, but I don't know if you can run off like a little mini microwave off of it though.
Yeah, that's it. Like the chocolate covered espresso beans bar. Jonna, I have seen Jennifer McGuire and Christina Warner do that, so you are in good company. See?
Oh, trim?
I told you they all picked up my technique after I showed it. Just saying.
Oh my gosh, you're so funny.
I started seeing it more often, and it was all everybody's like, "Yay! We don't have to feel bad that we didn't measure it right."
Oh, it was working with those little tiny squares. It's easier to trim afterward for sure. When you're punching, when you use a punch, because you have no way to like measure it right. Because I used a punch.
Yeah, punch is great.
So it's coming together.
I don't know. So far, my embossing technique has not taken off. Although I did see one other person do that. His name will go unmentioned.
On on tissue, on toilet paper, on aluminum foil?
Yeah.
No, you did not. That was so funny. Oh my gosh, that was so funny. I know you didn't think it funny. It was funny, but it was.
It worked. I didn't get it. I didn't get why that was so terrible. I really didn't.
It wasn't that it was terrible. It's just I'd never seen anybody do that, and so I was like, what is she doing? Is she actually? I thought it was some new thing you came up with, but really all you were trying to do was emboss. But I've never seen anybody toss it on tinfoil and then smash it in the tinfoil and then turn it over like that.
You know what? The funny part was when it started blowing, I'm going, oh,
Exactly.
it's blowing all over. What's with that? Oh, that part was unplanned. I know, Joyce. I keep forgetting to make Joyce's horseshoe.
Get in line. Get in line.
Yeah, do not take my embossing tips. Although, I will say this, despite the blowing around,
Charlie.
it was an easy way to do a larger object.
Barson, your trendsetter.
Bart thinks if I keep doing it, it'll catch on.
Don't encourage.
Oh.
I mean, there was like fumes and fire coming off of it.
Yeah, it was disturbing. There was smoke.
I know. I'm like, okay, I've never had that happen before.
That's only like my second time I ever embossed, so I didn't know any better. I mean, I didn't know what it was supposed to look like.
Oh.
What? Just like all of you do?
Oh my gosh.
I thought you all did it like this. Yeah, thanks, Barb. John is crafting Charlie Brownie. Hi, Charlie Brownie.
I'm crafting, and I'm actually spreading the glue out with my finger. I'm not real happy about this technique, but you know, I don't want anybody emailing me.
I spread glue with my finger. What? Is there something wrong with that?
No, you're supposed to spread it out, but I never spread it out. I'll show you what I do.
I know, I don't spread it out all the time. I do when I do collage though.
Yeah, when I do collage, I do too, because so I put it around the edge like this and spread it around with my glue tip. And then I normally would put it down and then squish it. Like squish it around and it moves.
I make swirls and then I push it down and then it flattens by itself. What's wrong with that?
I know.
Oh, you don't put it in the middle though. See,
yeah, I did put it in the middle.
Oh.
Just not a lot. You probably couldn't see it.
Oh. Joyce says, remember the Boy Scout hobo stew in the foil? That was my embossing technique.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Yeah, except I couldn't eat it after.
I don't even think you saved that stream. I think you were so mad at us. I think you deleted it.
I kept the one where it was blowing though, because I did it like 3 times. I think the one that's on there is the one where it's blowing around.
Okay, see, Carrie? Barb, I got your back.
I did. I had to do it like 3 times or 5. I don't remember. Eileen would remember. I think 3. I think that I did that video 3 times. And then the one that I put up there, I think it was the one where I'm going, oh, it's blowing around. And you're like, yeah, John. You're like, yeah, because you're holding that heat gun like out over the powder or something. I don't know. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, because you had all this loose powder in your tinfoil.
Yeah, that was it.
Instead of shaking it on like a piece of paper, then removing the piece of paper, tapping off the extra embossing powder, then hitting it with your heat gun, you just left it in the tinfoil on a pile of the embossing.
Yeah.
Embossing powder, so the embossing powder was going everywhere. Like, oh my gosh, that's funny.
I did. Oh, Jean's at a crop today. That's right. Aw. Hi, Jean. Hope you're having fun, which I'm sure you are.
I know she was like, oh, if we, oh, that goes on the top. So I want to kind of leave a little bit of the gray showing.
Jonna, was that a punch too? The one with the 2 windows? Is that a punch?
Yes. Yeah, I just
Oh.
punched it twice. The little rectangle punch.
Oh, you punched it twice. I was wondering if I could use the film strip die or something.
Probably.
Oh, Barb said, Jonna, there's a special pic from Chance from today for your book. Oh no, cute,
Oh,
Barb.
cute. Okay, I'll go grab it.
Adorable.
I'll put it in my groove book for next month.
I think the idea is it's just even under there, so it's not bubbly and sticks evenly.
So I'm gonna use my
I use the swirl and punch down technique for glue. Swirl and then punch it down. Swirl, punch it down.
no comment. No comment. Do I have water? Oh, I actually have water in my water brush. Hallelujah.
I probably would have run all those little squares through my Xyron. Just saying.
Oh, I would too.
See, that's what you do when you're not on Ustream.
What? I always feel bad because people don't. Okay, so I'm just using the I'm using the Stabilo Aquarellable Stabilo All pencil. Maybe you can see that. Can you see that?
Yeah,
and
it sticks up. It goes and sticks down all the way to the edge.
this goes.
Yeah. Then you have to go back and stick down the edges if it doesn't work the first time.
It works.
But you don't on Ustream either. You do that on Ustream.
Okay, and a water brush, just with plain water in it. And I'm just going to go under and do some shading on the roof line and on the top floor. And it's just the Stabilo pencil. Stabilo, I don't know how to pronounce it. But you can use it on paper, glass, plastic, and metal.
I do too. I use my fingers a lot, but I'm used to doing that for collage, so maybe I do both. Yeah, it's a watercolor pencil. But Jonna, it's called metal. What is the name of that pencil?
No, this is called the Aquarellable Stabilo. It's called the All. I don't know why. Number 3046. But the cool thing about it is it works on paper, glass, plastic, and metal, and it's permanent when it dries.
Oh, and metal. I thought I saw that word metal. That's why I was asking. Okay.
But it works nice because it gives you a nice, just like a gray shading. You can also you can draw it down. You don't have to. But I'm going back and hitting it on this because I don't want it really dark. You can draw on it and then wash it out if you want.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Like you can like for instance, like say I put it on this and I did this, then I can go in with my water brush and I can see, but it's pretty intense because it's black.
That's neat though that it works on all those surfaces.
Mm-hmm. So I like this one for shading. But I scribbled off on this pad and then went in and, or you could hit the end, if you want like that and pick up some color. So, but it just it gives a nice gray. I like it.
Where'd you get that one?
I got it actually at the scrapbook store up in the Villages.
Oh yeah, she scrapbooks.
Mm-hmm. We used it in Lorraine Bell's class.
Ah, okay.
And then I got one up. She gave us one, and then I bought another one. Because I have one in, like, my travel kit, and then I have one. But I think you can just get them on Amazon. No, the Aquarello is spelled, not Aquarello, it's Aquellable. Aquarellable. Aquarellable. And the company is STABLO, and it says all on it. There's some number, but it looks like it got rubbed off. It has like a 2. And then the number is 804. It looks like it got rubbed off, but it was a 6. Water soluble. Is the General's black pencil? Because I have that one too, but I don't know if you can use it on paper. I know you can use it on paper, but you can use this on plastic, glass, and metal. Oh, good. Darcy found it. Because it's different than the one that comes, because I have the aquarelle pencils, and it's different than just the normal pencil. But you can go intense, or you can just get this nice little light gray shading, which I kind of like because I'm using the light gray on here. It just kind of gives some shadowing. Or you can go in and make it as dark as you want.
Sandra, I bet you could get it at the expo. I have not been shopping lately. Wonder why.
I've been so good. I have not. I'm stuck with my spending freeze. I've been doing really good this month, and then I happened to watch the Prima last night. Big mistake. I didn't buy it though, but I really wanted it, and it was their coffee break line.
I know. Don't you love it?
Yes, I loved it. I was like, I want the whole set.
Why don't we just do a project with it?
Go ahead.
To justify it, remember? Because we're not supposed to buy anything unless it's for a project.
Exactly.
I know, I love that one.
But I didn't get it. I was good.
More percolators.
I really thought about, because I want to make a percolator for somebody, and I thought I could get it and do it for that, but I'm just not going to justify it. I've got one by the DCW that came out that'll work for the percolator too, so. But I didn't get it, but it's adorable and I want it. So that was really hard last night watching that, because I was like,
Donna, what is the oldest product you have in your stash?
I think I got rid of it.
Oh, really?
Because I remember I tweeted some photos when I was decluttering.
Oh, yeah.
And then they were like, what'd you buy that for? Like, I kept tweeting stuff. I know, right, Linda? I need it.
Yeah, but Linda, you do a beautiful job with those Julie Nutting stamps.
Okay, so I think.
Oh my gosh, speaking of Julie Nutting, is Andrew still here?
I don't know.
This little Frankenstein was so cute. She did the little Frankenstein. Oh yeah, she's here.
Oh, I forgot to put the windows on.
Xandra, Scraps to Beauty by Xandra on Ustream and everywhere, and then it's coming to a town near you. She's cutest. She did a whole paper piece thing. I think she's still working on it, but she did the cutest Frankenstein out of the Julie Nutting Aiden stamp, the boy.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'll have to go check it out.
Yeah.
I haven't been around for Ustream this week. I've been really busy, but I've been trying to catch up on recordings. So I caught up on Dweeties the other day, and then I watched Barb's yesterday, and I think I made Joyce's because I was doing something and I watched it on the phone. I was driving. Shh, I was driving.
Linda says she has a girl crush on Julie Nutting. Oh yeah, I totally get it.
Oh my gosh, too funny.
Oh,
Girl crush.
so talented.
Ah, I forgot this was quick dry and I stuck it on all of them already. I may have to go back and re-glue. Shoot.
Linda has what? Oh, I think they're cute. I have a few. We were given one at
I cut it extra.
Egg.
You only need 6 squares. I don't know why I thought I had to have 7. We were given one. Was she steampunk girl or something? Is that why we got her?
No, she looks like a Spanish girl.
Yours?
Had a little bolero, and I think Xandra, didn't you try to make her redo her dress and everything to look like a flamenco dancer? I think you did. Somebody did on their blog.
Oh, I wonder if my new groove book would have all my pictures in it from Steampunk Soiree.
I know. See, I need to get on Facebook and print some of those other ones out too. I'm so behind. I'm just behind on everything.
Oh, wrong
I'm
thing.
really
What's
behind
that
on my
from?
pictures.
Where's the cap to this? Oh, I didn't have a cap.
And it's like by the time you spend getting all that stuff together and making something, you could be on to your next adventure. I think I have more adventures than I do time to capture the adventure.
Well, that's probably a good thing, though.
Yeah. Oh, you did, Linda? Oh, she taught a class at a crop. That's so cute. Fun. But Kendra, that was so cute how you drew your own clothes and everything.
Oh, she rocks those pro markers, let me tell you. She rocks them.
They're just fun.
Okay. Now this goes to this. And I gotta do this. And I want to wipe that up before that ends up on my project. Thank you, whoever invented baby wipes. Whoever invented the baby wipe. Oh, I forgot. I gotta put these on. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of glossy accents around the edge because I'm going to, even though you might see it, I'm gonna do some pen work. So it won't matter. And you won't see it at the bottom edge.
Lord, yeah. Whoever it was a mother who invented baby wipes.
Yeah, exactly. Anybody know who invented it? I wonder if it's like published anywhere who invented it.
I don't know, but it was so funny because in our office, somebody got a cut and said, "Who has a Band-Aid?" And I go, "Ask Amy. She's the mom." And sure enough, she had a Band-Aid. She goes, "It's a Disney princess one. Is that okay?"
Of course. That's funny.
I was a father afraid of poo. That's funny, Susan. Yeah, that's probably closer to the truth. Okay, you know I'm gonna have to go Google that, right?
I know. That's what I was thinking. Somebody Google it. I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. I forgot I trimmed this one down, so this needs to be trimmed.
They were invented late in 1970s. I don't see by who. Let's see.
See, you never know what you're gonna learn on here.
I know.
No, what was we've had a couple learning ones. Being afraid of bowling balls, getting your fingers caught in a bowling ball.
Okay, the first non-woven disposable towelettes were developed in the late 70s, and the first baby wipe products appeared on the market soon after. This is from madehow.com. Let's see. Due to the expense of the specialized equipment required to produce these products, major brands like Kimberly-Clark's Huggies and Procter & Gamble's Pampers dominated the market. And then smaller brands began to appear, and by the 90s, large supermarket chains had their own label. Huh.
Okay, Susan.
But it doesn't say who invented it.
So I'm going to use the Precise V5 rolling ball extra fine and do a little bit of, oh, I missed those two windows. And it doesn't matter if you see this on here anyway, because, you know, old motels had dingy windows, just saying. They have dingy windows. So don't worry that you can see the glossy accents through the vellum. I do have vellum tape, though, I guess I could use somewhere. I haven't used vellum in like forever. Or you could use the sticky frosted glass, the Tim Holtz sticky frosted glass, but I couldn't find mine, so I have it somewhere. So, Eileen, back when I sang, I've been in several, just have to say, because when you're first starting out singing on the road, you have no money, and some places don't put you up, they just give you a paycheck. So you don't want all your paycheck going to hotel stays. And then eventually, when I was on the road more, then we didn't have to pay for our hotel rooms. And we got put up in nice places. Nice places. So, like, I stayed a month at the Sahara in a room in Lake Tahoe. That was beautiful. I love this pen because it's like extra fine.
Okay, here we go. The Johnson & Johnson Company credits, let me make sure. Okay. Credits Mike Mastroianni with the invention of baby wipes in the 1970s. So it was a man who did not like poop. Those of you who guessed that, guessed correctly.
Yay!
So it's actually quite interesting. Vic Mills was a grandfather who created Pampers in the 50s. And they say that the disposable diaper was kind of what started this whole trend because of the fusible, non-woven, cloth, if you will, or fiber.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then Johnson & Johnson credits Mike Mastroianni with the invention of baby wipes in the 70s, and Dr. Frederick Barnett Kilmer with baby powder in 1888. Pretty cool.
So it was all done by men?
Yeah.
That's
But
interesting.
that makes sense when you think about it.
Because they were the ones that were the scientists back then. So the wives probably invented it.
Well, but the women were busy changing diapers and washing diapers and.
But what I'm saying is, they probably was their idea, and then their husbands.
Well, they didn't have time to invent things.
Right, took credit for inventing it. Just saying.
That's funny. That's pretty cool, though.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Mr. Mastroianni. You Italian W. Okay, let's see. I have to catch up on the chat now that I had to go down that rabbit trail.
Oh, I haven't pulled out. Oh, thanks, Eileen. I haven't pulled out my brads yet. I didn't use brad on this. It's making me sad because now he's married. So I haven't been using my brads.
Okay, so how important are those lines in the greater scheme of things?
What lines?
All those lines are done.
Well, because it gives it nice, it just gives it a little bit of dimension instead of just sticking squares on it.
Okay.
You're not going to be putting windows and doors on yours?
Yeah, I'm putting windows and doors on. It's not going to probably draw around them.
Oh. Okay.
Yes, Barb, you're right. I'm pretty sure that's true.
And then I'm going to pull back out. So let's do the gleam for the windows. I'm pulling back out the Uniball. The Uniball. Let's see. Uniball. Sanford Uniball Gel Impact. 1.0 millimeter. And I'm just going to do some pen work over, doing little dots and over the, where I put the glossy accent, kind of, because then you won't notice it. So just kind of adding some highlights to the window.
Hey, Barry.
Hi, Barry.
It's morning in Hawaii.
I bet it is. Oh my goodness, how about the volcano? That you're not on the big island, are you? I saw that last night when I went to bed. It came up on Bing. Is she saying?
Barry, did you have your... We're too early. I know. If we didn't get started early, though, Barry, we would still be here. Like, we did John and Talk for 2 hours this morning. We didn't even do our project. We had so much catching up to do. Oh, Jonna, she said they're going to try to divert the lava. Wow.
Oh, so are you on that island that is happening? The big one?
Oh, no. She said it's going to destroy lots of homes.
Oh, no. See, that where I go and do missions work, that's what I freak out about all the time, because they have it's active volcano. It's an active volcano, but like inactive. I don't know what, I don't, like dormant. It's active, but it lays dormant. And that's one of the things that always concerns me about it. So I don't know if you can really tell if that picks up, the camera picks it up, but it does kind of give a little bit of dimension when you see it in person. So whoever wins this one, they'll see my pen my pen work.
Good.
But anyway, it's handmade, people, right? Not manufactured. So I'm just gonna stick the railing on, and then I'm doing the stickles at the very end. I think I need to put some more glue in. Because I did stickle doorknobs, and I do have to draw like seashell walls. I did like seashell wall sconces on the first one. Cause you know how it has the light wall sconces on the
on the wall.
Yeah.
Hence the name wall sconce.
Exactly.
I thought of that after I said it. I was dumb.
Well, at least you thought of wall. I couldn't even think of the word.
Oh my gosh.
So.
Yeah, there's a community right in its path.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like remote.
Has it just been laying dormant, but like an active dormant one? Or was it, what do they call it? Inactive and then active but dormant, I think it's called.
One of the world's most active volcanoes.
Wow.
It's been continuously erupting since 1983. Well,
Yeah, but who would want to buy a house on a by a volcano? I mean, people do it all the time, I guess. I don't know. Hasn't anybody seen the movie Pompeii? Just saying. Terrifying.
Populated subdivision.
I mean, it's different, like Washington, when you hear like Mount Olympus, right? Was that the one that? Where was that? Yeah, that was.
Mount St. Helens.
Yeah, Mount St. Helens. When that and Mount Olympus. I'm tired. Okay, so when Mount St. Helens erupted, at least people could run because you could go somewhere. But when you're on an island and it erupts, unless you have a boat or a private plane, like, hello, where do you go?
It's flowing slowly, that's why. It's flowing slowly, and so people are getting their livestock out of there.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I would make a few barbecue jokes right now, but it's kind of sad.
Anna, no, it's horses, cattle.
I know, that's what I'm saying. That's why I did make the joke. Because it's sad. Okay, how cute would this be to do this motel and decorate it for Christmas? Oh my goodness, I'm going to do one. I got my Tim Holtz. He doesn't like being called Timmy. I have my Tim Holtz die of the garland. I'm so making this for Christmas.
Yeah, that would be cute. Make me one.
That'd be cute.
I'll make myself one. We could use our Christmas stash. We don't even have to have new stuff.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, I have tons of it.
Okay, raise your hand if you have a lot of holiday paper, because you think every year you're going to make so many things, and then you don't.
I have years and years of it. I've got like an old Cane Company one. I think it's from like 1998. Oh my goodness.
Wow, that's so sad, Dang.
That is so scary.
And they said it comes in from underground, like it flows underground and then it pops up. So,
that is so terrifying. See how cute? Oh, I didn't trim these off enough.
Well, that's like Mount Vesuvius, you know. Those things can always go off again.
All right.
That thing's stunning. Down in Naples, Italy. Oh.
Oh, I didn't glue that down very well. But you could do the little garland hanging on there and the little wreath right on the door. Oh my gosh.
The little wreath. He said wreath.
Doesn't he?
Yeah.
Well, you could, yeah. That's what I just said.
You could tie a Christmas tree on top of the camper.
You could do a snowman instead of a cactus on the sign.
That'd be really cute.
I'm so doing that. How cute would that be? Even just to do, I'm going to do a Christmas card like that. I'll just make the card. This is a little Christmas card like this. Doesn't even have to go on your album. Okay, so there's that. Now I have to do the motel sign going down the front.
Seriously, Carrie, that's terrible. She said the Yellowstone super volcano could go, and most of us would be toast. Oh, well.
Hence what this is why you need to live in a tiny house, because when that starts rocking, you just hop on, you just slap your tiny house up on your truck and you just motor off and take your home down the road.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a good idea, Sherry.
That's the only thing I have about not moving to Dominica when I retire, is the fact that I would want my own private plane.
Yeah, I told Jonna that too. I'm like, I want to move to Dominica when I retire, and she's like, there's no place to go if that volcano goes off. There's no way to get out of there. And I was like,
It's true.
J. Merle says, makes me think I should order all the stuff I want right now before the volcano blows. Wow. Before the big one, or before an asteroid at least. Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to pray for them because it's moving slowly, which is a blessing because they can track it.
Yes, that is a blessing. They've got time to move and get your stuff and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But that's what's so scary about tornadoes down here, because you don't know where they're going to hit. You know they're coming, and we don't have, we don't have basements, and really is.
See, that's the worst is tornadoes where you don't have basement. I never even knew they had tornadoes this far south. Like, I knew they were out west and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then here, it's like, wait a minute, people, we have nowhere to go. You know?
I know.
We don't have tornado shelters or basements or closets under the stairs. Yeah, that's a good idea. I think we should stock up on craft supplies in the event of the apocalypse, because if we do have to go into a bomb shelter, then at least we can craft.
You got it. Oh no, Janet lives in Tornado Alley, and she has a shelter.
Oh, good. Do you have craft stuff in there?
Is it? Do you have like? Does she have to have a generator? How do you have electricity under the ground?
Probably has battery generator. No.
Craft supplies in your bomb shelter. I bet you a lot of the people that live like in Arizona, that area, weren't they all building bomb shelters back in the day? People have bomb shelters.
Oh yeah, see, Linda said that. Miss Chris, always keep an eye on the sky when it gets dark in daytime here.
Oh, they have a generator. And all supplies for a day or two. So let me ask you, in Artie Dar's Tag Your It questionnaire, instead of what 3 craft items would you bring on a deserted island, the question is, what 3 craft items would you bring in your tornado shelter?
That's a good question. She said she has a generator and all the supplies for a day or two. That's good.
But that's not art supplies for a day or two. That means like food and stuff. Water.
Yeah. Barry said that too. She said they have a generator because of all the hurricanes.
I know. I miss that. I miss having that security of having a generator. I really need to do something about it. Okay, so there's the motel, and then here's the sign, which we still have to do. We still have to do all the stickle work on it. to get like to have it be neon looking. So that work still has to, we still have to do that part. But that's the signage. Can you see that?
That is so cute.
And I'm gonna stick that on, and then you've got this part in the motel, and that's the front of your album. She would take white cardstock, colored pencils, and a ruler.
Yeah, that was close, Carol. The one that went through more. That was a close call. That was sad. Carrie, yeah, apparently. Carrie apparently needs a generator for high winds and weak trees.
Either that
Carrie had a category -1 storm. Power went out. Ooh, see, Janet would bring a ruler, Jonna.
But when you use Darcy's technique, you don't need a ruler.
She obviously doesn't use my technique.
Obviously. Okay, so let's see. We'll take a little coffee break, whatever you want to call it, and then we'll get working on the album. Well, that.
Now Barb and Jan have us all wanting huge bins of stuff. Yeah, because Barb's bringing a whole case as one item. Remember, Jonna, when they were saying their
Oh, that was smart. Yes, that was very smart.
My first item is my crop bag with everything in it. My second item is a mirror, which is not an art item, but I would just want to see what I look like after a few weeks on the deserted island.
Oh no.
See how my tan's going.
Oh my gosh. A tanker of glue, a semi-load of paper.
Barb is a thinker. Yes, she is.
Darn, that would be so funny. You should. Okay, now that's going to change my answer because I want a skinny body. So I need to choose. I need to choose what art supply item I am so that when she puts my head on it, I have a rockin' body. What has an hourglass figure? What scrapbook item has an hourglass figure? Let me see. What have I got around here that I would want to have as my body? I could be a ruler. Oh, I know. This is what I could be. This would be a good body right here. See, you got a nice thin waist. Thin waist, nice wide shoulders, and a small butt. That'd be a nice body right there. Just saying. Then you just put the head up there and some arms. Or you could just do a bottom heavy if you want to be like J-Lo. Just depends. Yeah. Dolly Parton, J-Lo. A Palmolive bottle of gel medium. That's a good one. Jean is a ruler. I know, I was thinking you could be really tall and skinny if you were a ruler. But this has an hourglass kind of figure. What else could you use? Okay, if you were a crocodile, you'd be built like a brick house. Long legs and a square-shaped torso. No, Sandra. No changing. Dar's a Sharpie pen. But so you're short and skinny.
I would be Blaine, so I don't know how you would do that.
Let's see. What else? What else there, people? A paper trimmer. So you're just wide and tall.
A Sandropa's ink pad. Bling is a swirl. It's usually willowy.
Okay, this might be kind of cute because then you'd have a little skirt on you. Say you were like a little dusting brush, you know, to get rid of. You're a
What
little.
about the tiny attacher? Tiny attacher.
I know that was gonna be. I like that too. You just be a little crooked, but you know what you could be? You could be like you were running, like you were dashing off. This could be your leg, like you were running. Put the head right here, or look it. You could look like you were kneeling, holding something up, like the tiny
Yep.
attacher prayer position.
Yeah. Or you could be crouched like a cougar, laying flat.
Oh, you could be a gator. You could have your head. Oh no, it kind of looks like a grasshopper. If you put a head on it, that would look like a grasshopper.
It would. Tiny attacher.
I don't want to look like a grasshopper, thank you. Cause see, look, then you put a head on it, and look, it looks like a grasshopper. Needle nose pliers. Tiny feet. You'd have tiny feet. Let's see. Needle nose pliers. You'd have
You did, Carrie.
that. You'd have really nice. Oh, that'd be actually really good. You'd have long, nice arms, kind of proportionate, thin waist, long legs. You could make this like a long dress. Like the pliers were going to the prom. Anyway, okay.
Okay, so we'll let Dar get back to it then.
Exactly. Oh, I forgot to put the numbers, and I got to put the peepholes on my door.
I should say on here that Dar was talking about putting collage of people's heads on the tool that they wanted to be. I don't know if I said it. So that's what all that conversation was about. And then we're trying to pick our body. And let's just say that there are not very many flattering body shapes in the scrapbooking tool arena.
Drawing in the peepholes. I forgot them. Where's my silver pen?
She's gonna commission Dee Dee to help her.
Okay, for the numbers, I ended up using Making Memories. I got these out of my stash. They're like little numbers. So I use those for the room numbers on the doors. Like 1, like that. And 2.
Hi, Jamie.
Jamie! Dee Dee's off eating chicken. 3.
Yeah, Jamie makes great postcards.
And
I have a postcard from Jamie.
I do too. She does rock the postcards. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Oh, and then I drew wall sconces. So
Sherry wants to know if this motel was for Eileen.
exactly.
Actually, no, Sherry, someone's gonna win it.
Somebody's gonna win it. Is my hair in the picture? I have to draw the sconces on top of the. It's hard to see with the glare off my light. So I'm just doing little seashells.
I would wouldn't mind doing another postcard swap. That was fun.
And then I'll go back in with the black pen. Just saying, I don't draw. Okay, so I'll go in and work with that with the black pen afterwards. And okay, on to the album. Are we gonna take a little break first? Anybody need a break? So we just, I just pulled this off. Boo-hoo. Let's pull that off of there. Oh, where are we at for the recording? I may have to stop. Let me stop the recording so everybody could just work.
I tell you, yeah, you're at 2 hours.
Okay, stop.